my kindergarten friends. Thank you for coming and joining me again in art in Google Classroom. So my friends, last week we printed using tin foil. There are many ways to use tin foil. This week we are going to create a sculpture using tin foil by changing its shape. Now, we're going to continue with our sculpture unit this week that we started in previous weeks. An artist that I want to talk about today is Edgar Degas. Now, Edgar Degas was a French artist. He was known, just like Monet that we talked about before, in France as an Impressionist artist. Now, Degas also created sculpture. And he created this beautiful little sculpture called Little Ballerina. And actually you could see it if you go visit the Met online. You could also see this sculpture. Today, we're going to be inspired by Degas' sculpture and create our own sculpture. This one is made of, it was cast in wax and now it's bronze. But it was originally made in wax, and then many museums cast that in. That means making a copy or making a mold of this little bronze statue. So the materials you're going to need to create your own sculpture are, we're going to need a wide piece of tin foil. This is about, I want to say 11 by 17 or 12 by 18, something like that. Kind of like 2 sheets of letter size paper. So you're going to need 1 tin foil sheet. You're going to need a pair of scissors and a marker to start creating your own sculpture. So friends, you're going to need a grown-up for this. And I want you to pause this video and go get those materials, and I'll meet you back here. So let's get started. So I want you to lay out your tin foil to create this sculpture, landscape-wise, that means wide, and then you're going to fold it. You're going to fold it in half, just like that. So you're going to go corner to corner and corner to corner, flatten it, I'm going to pinch it in the middle. Just like that. Now this doesn't have to be perfect, and I'll show you why. Next, you're going to take a marker. It doesn't matter what color, this is just going to be your guide. We're gonna do lines to create guides for our cutting. So the center part is going to be our body. So that's going to be our body. Then you're going to create 1 line here and 1 line here, kind of evenly distributed. Now, this is going to be our arm. This is going to be our arm. This is going to be our head of our sculpture. Okay, I'm gonna bring this down a little bit more. Then down here, you just need to divide this in 2 or in half. And this is going to be 1 leg. And then this is going to be another leg. Now we're gonna wanna make sure that the body part is like this big. So I'm gonna turn it around so you guys can see also. So again, there's 3 parts on the top, 2 for the arms, 1 for the head. There's 1 line in the middle for each leg, and the body's going to be in the middle. So next, you're going to take those scissors and you're going to cut along the line, making sure you cut through both tin foils. So we're going to cut this way. Then we're going to turn it around and cut the other way. So friends, as Miss Lisa does it, I want you guys to do it too, so we can do our art together. Now this is a sculpture that we started in class when we were together, and we continued a little bit before. I want to ask you a question. What is a sculpture? Do you remember what makes a sculpture different than a painting? Can you discuss with your parents or your adult, your grown-up that you're with now? Pause this video and discuss, what is a sculpture? Okay, my friends, so tell Miss Lisa, what did you discuss with your family? What's a sculpture? Yeah, so a sculpture, my friends, is something that you can view from different sides. For example, when we created our paper line sculptures in class, we saw it from the top, the sides, and even from the bottom, whereas a drawing is flat, or a painting is also flat. A sculpture, you could see it from different dimensions. Now, let's start with our sculpture. This is our head part, and we're just going to crumple that up into kind of a ball and turn it as we go. Now, this isn't going to be perfect. Try the best you can. Now, these parts are going to be your legs, your arms. So we're going to first bend it like this. We're going to bend it like that. Now we have kind of two arms. Now these parts are our legs. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to squish it and squish the two legs like that. And now for your body, you could form it however you want. You could start squishing it this way together. So now you have a body this way. Now, after you have the base of your sculpture, I want you to look at it from all different sides. From the top, from the side, the bottom, the other side. Turn it around. What type of pose do you want your ballerina to have? Or maybe it's not a ballerina. Maybe it's an athlete. Maybe it's someone running. What is yours going to look like? How is your sculpture going to be unique? Just like you are. Beautifully different in every way. So this is Miss Lisa's sculpture. I think I am going to do a ballerina at the end, or maybe I'm going to do myself running or leaping, or maybe this arm will go down. So you decide how you want to, and pinch and squeeze parts that you want to fix as you turn it around. You say, oh, I don't like that part. I'm going to squeeze it down. Turn it around and adjust your sculpture. Continue creating a form. Okay, my friends? Don't throw this sculpture away. We're going to continue with our sculpture next week. Thank you so much, my friends, for joining me this week in creating our sculpture. I'll see you next time while we continue creating our beautiful sculpture. Bye, friends.